we don't age out in our culture. We're held tightly together, and we all have high regard for each other, and over our lifetime we're always going to be a community of support to each other. But the systemic part of adoption or taking people away is you are aged out and you're on your own. How unfair it is to that person that had lots of support and now has nothing. Where do they start? And that's where the mindset gets so messed up, because they fall into that negative trap. They become really lost in their own way, and they don't see no way back to who they should be connecting to, because they weren't given the opportunity to discover that or to reconnect in a positive way.
I think during hard times, we feel alone, just to begin with, whether we are actually alone or whether we just feel like we're alone. And it's easy to exist through the world when nobody notices you, when nobody checks on you. It's just, it reinforces that feeling of aloneness. When you're in community and you have people stopping you, even when you don't want to talk to them, even when you dread having to say hi, but they stop and just give you a hug, it fills your heart, and it helps you carry on to the next day. And so I think part of the reason for having, or part of the beauty of having a community show you love no matter what you've done, no matter how many times you've messed up or stumbled along the way, is essential into becoming a good human. I don't think you can become a good human without the support of others. And I don't think you can raise kids without having the support and love of others, because we pour so much into our kids. We need to find a place to refill that love so that we can keep giving.
In our cultures, we talk about, or some of our young people are little wise old elders, because at reincarnation, souls are reborn. And then in our cultures, they talk about you treat every child with a really high regard because they're a gift. And your hands and your heart and your mind shape them. So the more tender you are, the more beautiful the end result will be. Yay to all those good parents that are doing that. But we also have struggling parents that really find it hard because there's so much that's on their plate. And those are the ones that we really have to support when we talk about community and bringing back, because there's a gem waiting to be brought back, and we've got to always stay open to that.
There were definitely times in my youth when I was trying to run away from my community, when I was trying to get away from my culture or the things that were happening around me. And there were times when I didn't feel like I belonged. And there were times where situations happened where I was like, I definitely don't belong here. But the power of a community and that unconditional love will just bring you back. Having that sense of belonging and a healthy community, it's the same thing. You can't separate the two things.
I think that most times in life, that's all what we want, is we just want somebody to walk with us, carry our burdens with us sometimes, and I think that's what anybody would want, is support for them. How that would look and how it would unfold can be many, many ways, but I think it would take that team effort of people coming together first and dialoguing around that, and what would that look like?
When I was pregnant with my first son, I had community members calling me to make sure I was okay. People that I had not normally heard from, making sure that baby was okay and that we had enough food. It was never something I ever expected. I learned so much from that. I learned everybody is family, and you cannot have a healthy community, or you cannot have healthy people without having a healthy community, and we can all take a role in that. I just think it's our responsibility as community members, of people who have learned how to be healthier, to show that love and support to children and youth who may be struggling, especially when they're involved in the system, or especially when their family may be struggling, we need to be that pillar for others.
That sense of belonging really ties you and holds you to family and community. That regardless of where you go, you do belong. You belong to something bigger than you are. And that the investment in you as a youth is the reason why you belong so strongly, is because you have a gift that you're going to contribute back to your community. The bigger, I guess, notion of community is how are we reconnecting to those people and making them see the value in themselves, and how can they contribute back to their community without putting judgment on them, because that's not our place. Our place is to make sure people feel that they belong in that communal activity, whether it's a feast at the river or at the Ingamo Hall or coming together. It's just in unity as a people.